Hey, what is up, my fellow Zillow surfers? In today's video, we're going to be Zillow surfing the state of South Carolina. We're going to be looking at the most expensive home in South Carolina, which is in North South Carolina. I'm not quite sure where that is, actually. And then we're going to be looking at the second most expensive house in South Carolina, which I find to be a lot more grand, a lot more impressive. That one is on Hilton Head Island, and it's $18 million. I'm somewhat familiar with South Carolina, mainly the Charleston area. My folks lived down there for a number of years. I used to visit a lot. I loved it down there, considered moving down there myself. We'll talk a little bit about South Carolina. Let's hop into this first house, the most expensive house in South Carolina. And while we look at some photos, I'm going to share some interesting facts and stats and history about South Carolina with you. So South Carolina was the first state to secede during the Civil War. South Carolina was the first state to secede from the Union on December 20th of 1860, leading the way into the American Civil War. The vote to secede was unanimous, 169-0. Another interesting stat about South Carolina, it's most likely, don't really have the completely accurate historical record, but it was most likely where sweet tea was invented. South Carolina claims to be the birthplace of sweet tea, and a recipe for sweet tea appeared in an 1879 community cookbook in Charleston long before it became a Southern staple. I love this boat inside the house. We'll have to see what that's all about. I'm guessing it's like a bar. And that's one of the interesting things about South Carolina is just the history. You know, in my area in Illinois, even if you go to some of the older historic towns, it's like founded in 1850, founded in, you know, you're in South Carolina and like down around, Charleston area, you're going in different cities, different suburbs, and you'll see, Mount Pleasant, 1680 or 1743, whatever it may be. It's just everything's much, much older. There's a ton of history. And one of the things that I always found to be very cool is you could be driving through an average suburban neighborhood and you'll see like a plaque in somebody's front yard. And it's like, this is when the first shot of such and such battle was fought. South Carolina is the only state with a state dance. The official dance of South Carolina is the shag. And it's a smooth swing style dance popularized along the Grand Strand beaches in the 1940s and 50s, and South Carolina takes it very seriously. We got plenty of time, 73 photos. That's more photos than we normally see of these homes. South Carolina is also home to Gullah culture, I believe it's pronounced. The Low Country, which the Charleston area is referred to as, is home to the Gullah people, descendants of West African slaves who preserved much of their language, cuisine, and traditions. The influence is still strong among the region's art, food, and storytelling, and you'll see representation of this Gullah culture all over Charleston. Along the highways, people sell these sweetgrass baskets. It's in the foods. It's in a lot of different things. And then just a last interesting stat or fact about South Carolina. Quirky fact, there's a law about horses in bathtubs. Yes, you heard that right. There's an old South Carolina law, like in a few other states, so oddly this is in other states as well, that says it's illegal to keep a horse in a bathtub, and it dates back to a 1920s flood where a horse had to be rescued from one, causing quite the fuss, and the law remains as a weird relic. I absolutely love the Charleston, South Carolina area, particularly like Mount Pleasant, James Island, all around there. I seriously considered moving there, and then eventually my parents wound up moving back, and I kind of slept on it too long, and homes in a lot of the areas I was looking at literally doubled and tripled in price. We're actually running, I got to get running in a few minutes, so we'll look at the most expensive home, and we'll come back and revisit the second most expensive home. This home is $25 million. It's located in North South Carolina, 245 Brown Road to be exact. We got 5 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, 18,000 square feet. You're paying $1,389 per square foot. We don't have a date that it was built. It's a 2-acre lot. Features of this property include a rock fireplace, a covered outdoor fireplace, oversized porches, a custom swimming pool, a full gym, a hot tub, wood and stonework. This property is going to cost you $152,000 a month. That's not the upkeep, obviously, just property taxes and everything else. This property sold in 2013 for $6,000. That must just be the lot. It was listed for sale. This is the first time it's listed for sale for $25 million. And look at this, the tax history. When was it listed for sale? 25. This might be a new build. These taxes may be based on the lot, but South Carolina has very, very reasonable property taxes. Let's give this write-up a quick read. 2,804 a 2,800 acre pristine turnkey hunting retreat with 5-star lodge, 0 deferred maintenance, exceptional hunting and fishing, exceptional management, and exceptional improvements, no conservative easements. If you want the best, then look no further than Game on Farms, nestled across 2,800 pristine acres in Calhoun and Orangeburg counties. So this property spreads across 2 counties. Game on Farms is a premier sporting retreat offering unmatched recreational opportunities, luxurious amenities, and incredible investment potential. This game-rich property is a sportsman's paradise, boasting trophy whitetail hunting, excellent turkey populations, excellent wing shooting opportunity, and several fishing ponds to choose from. At the heart of the property is an 18,000 square foot custom lodge, thoughtfully designed for entertaining, featuring vaulted ceilings with exceptional wood and stonework, 5 luxurious bedrooms, 6 full bathrooms, and 2 half bathrooms. This space blends comfort and luxury seamlessly. The kitchen is well appointed with high-end appliances, granite surfaces, and high-end finishes throughout. A sprawling custom bar made at the back of a Jarrett-based sports fishing rig is a major focal point of the facility. The bar area doubles as a trophy room, complete with elevated ceilings, large rock fireplace, and lounge area that is ideal for watching your favorite college football games. Spacious hallways lead throughout the lodge to well-appointed bedrooms and bathrooms that are comfortable and offer family and guests their own private oasis. The lodge also features a full gym with all the necessary workout equipment desired and a custom swimming pool, hot tub, and sauna for rest and relaxation. Oversized porches and outdoor living spaces overlook expansive pasture, providing an ideal setting for cultivating relationships. For additional sleeping accommodations, a 3-bedroom log cabin guest house adds charm and convenience and is a short walk from the main lodge. Infrastructure on the property is robust and well appointed. We've read enough about it. Let's hop in here. Giant property. I mean, this property spans miles. It looks like a hotel or a resort or a hunting retreat. Has that kind of rustic look, kind of mixed with a little bit of southern charm. You can see here, definitely got that log cabin look. I think this is like the feature of the property right here. This bar doesn't look like it seats a lot of people, but that's pretty cool. I would love to have something like that in my house. Actually, it looks like it seats like 2 people. Here's one of the bedrooms with a fireplace. I believe that's the same bedroom. Really nice bathroom. Not sure, really like expansive property. High ceilings, love spiral staircases. This looks like an outdoor area, giant covered porch with a bar and a couple sitting areas. We got a natural gas fireplace in here. Really nice fitness room. I often comment on how, for as large and impressive as a lot of these properties are, the fitness rooms are kind of lacking. This one definitely is not. Love the high ceilings, plenty of room, lots of good equipment in there. We got a nice bathroom. We got a sauna. We got an outdoor sitting area covered with a fireplace. Looks like we got a little kind of pole barn area to keep your toys, 4-wheelers, trucks, all that type of stuff. And it looks like we got a number of different like outbuildings on the property. Look at all these garages and outbuildings and things like that. That's pretty cool. Not sure what this is. Maybe some kind of grain silo to put out feed for deer. I guess that's kind of the main dining area. We got a bedroom. Looks like we got hunting blinds. Look at all these deer on this property. I'm guessing there's a lot of trails, swamps, things like that. Looks like these are out of pheasant or quail or turkey. Really beautiful property. This is one of the many fishing ponds. I'm guessing that might be the guest house that we're looking at right there. We got a couple docks, another deer blind, another deer blind. Looks like they're planting some new trees, planting a new forest there. At photo 52, more deer from trail cams, another fishing pond. You can see the kind of the scope, the size of that main property. They're huge. Has a fenced-in area, let the dog out or whatever. You got some tractors and equipment for mowing and maintaining this property, and a pretty elegant entrance to it. Very, very cool property. Let's just I always like to look at these on a map to get some context as to where this is. I'm guessing this is going to be kind of in the middle or top of the state. Looks like it's south of Columbia, South Carolina. And South Carolina is a big state. When I used to drive down to visit my folks, as soon as I hit the South Carolina border and I see "Welcome to South Carolina," I'm like, okay, we're making some progress. We're almost here. And then I realize I got 2.5, 3, maybe even over 3 hours until I get down to Charleston. So South Carolina is a fairly large state. You definitely notice things move slower down there. When I go to get coffee in the morning, people are kind of chit-chatting with customers. It's not how it is back in bigger cities or even the Midwest when everybody's kind of go, go, go. But I absolutely love it down there. It's cool down there. Again, home of sweet tea, a lot of history down there, very cool area. Let me know what you guys think about this property. In a separate video, we'll go ahead and look at The second most expensive home in South Carolina, that one's going to be on Hilton Head. We'll preview a couple images here. But look at that. I mean, look at that property. I mean, that's massive. It looks like a castle. And this is on Hilton Head Island. Beautiful pool. I'm guessing you got some waterfront property there. So we'll take a look at this one in another video. A little bit more fancy, a little bit more modern, a little bit more grand. Oh, you even got like an indoor lap pool or something like that. So we'll look at this in another in another video. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, the property we just looked at is at 245 Brown Road in North South Carolina. $25 million, 5 beds, 8 bath, 18,000 square feet. Drop a comment. Let me know if you know some interesting facts about South Carolina, if you've ever lived there, what you think about the state, what you think about the area. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, click that subscribe button down below and ring the bell. And if you want to see more videos, more Zillow surfing videos, more homes in different cities, states, interesting properties, make sure you're subscribed to be notified of those. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.